Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Helen and I did a massive 28-night cruise around Australia on Princess Cruises' smallest ship, Coral Princess. We've got a video already out about our lovely extra special ocean view cabin, and we hope you've seen it, and I'll leave a link somewhere. But we only had that for 18 out of the 28 nights. For the remaining 10 nights, completely out of the blue, and we were kindly invited by the hotel director to stay in one of the best 4 suites on the entire ship. Can you believe it? We couldn't. The Marquesas suite on deck 9.
Yeah, so with that incredible offer, we are now elevated to suite class and the suite class experience. So this video is going to show you what that experience was like.
Yep, this video is going to show you what you get in suite class and give our opinion as to whether it's worth the extra cost.
So let's show you around our suite, D420 on Dolphin Deck.
Dolphin Deck. They have some strange names for decks, don't they, Princess? I'd like to know the stories behind the decks, but I've never found out. Maybe one day we will. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm just going to show you a bit of the outside here. This is where the 4 premium suites, and there are only 4 on the entire ship. This is where they're situated. 2 port side and 2 starboard, and all deliciously located, almost exactly to the inch in the middle of the ship.
Yeah, you almost fall out of the elevator and into your room, don't you?
You do, it's fantastic. Coral Princess might be one of the oldest ships in the fleet, but she's fully medallionised as well, and the hands-free unlocking of your door is always a little pleasure if you're used to that kind of thing, whichever category of stateroom you're in. So it's exactly the same with suite class as it is with an inside room. Mm-hmm. In fact, the medallion tech worked really well on our entire voyage, didn't it?
Yeah, for ordering and
yeah, we didn't have any problems at all, did we?
No.
Anyway, let's have a quick look around the suite, shall we?
So as you walk in the door, as you can see, there's this lovely marble tiled entrance, which was great for just leaving your shoes and hanging coats and things.
Yeah, it was a nice little feature, and it made it much more suite-like. And there's a small utility sink and a lovely marble countertop as you walk in as well, next to the fridge and where the drinks station is situated. We call it the drink station. I don't know what it's called, but that's where it was.
Yeah,
and
that's where we kept our water bottles, filled our water bottles.
Yeah, it was a great little thing, actually, rather than having to go in a bathroom all the time and do all that. That was good.
As you can see, the living area is very light and spacious, and there's plenty of storage around here, just drawers everywhere.
There is drawers everywhere. In fact, we were on a 28-night cruise, and the amount of stuff we brought didn't fill half the drawers. I mean, it was incredible, really, actually, how much there was. The bed was a Princess luxury bed, which is standard on all categories of Princess ships. One of the best beds, I think, at sea. Yeah, definitely.
We love them. They're very comfortable. There's a large vanity area, and as you can see, there's lots of huge mirrors, and again, plenty of storage.
Loads of storage. But oh dear, it's those silly hair dryers again. You'd have thought they'd have upgraded those for the suites, but no.
No. The closet is quite small, really, compared to the other closets on other ships that you would have, or even in the other suite class that we had. The wardrobe was much bigger and much easier to get into.
It was quite pokey, actually, wasn't it? And quite difficult to sort of get things in and out of, actually. It looked a bit of an afterthought, to be honest. And they've got these huge shelves here, but look at that tiny safe. In this massive shelf, they put a tiny safe that you can't even fit an iPad in. I don't know why they could have put in larger safes in suite class. I mean, that would have been a good thing.
But the bathroom is lovely. The bathroom is huge and quite sprawling.
It is. The toilet and sink area are separated from the shower and bath by a door, which is really quite nice because you can both use sections of the bathroom without annoying each other. Yeah,
and although the taps and the accessories and things are much nicer than in your standard suite, we find them a bit blingy.
Bit bling.
The gold is a bit dated in our opinion, but
yeah, but they do look nice. The sort of thing you looked at and went, oh, they're nice.
Yeah.
So, there's taste at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you're used to. The shower's a lovely size, and it's got a proper marbled enclosure, which is lovely.
Yeah, we loved the shower, especially after coming from the other suite where we still had the dreaded shower curtain.
Oh, and it was really powerful, actually.
It was a lovely shower.
You didn't want to get out once you were in.
Yeah, and this huge whirlpool bath, which is one of my favourite things in a suite, is to be able to enjoy a bath.
Proper jacuzzi bath. I always think that's probably one of the must-have items in a suite. It's top marks for that.
Yeah.
We also loved the balcony here. It was deep, wide, and had some lovely, practical, comfy, and very usable furniture.
Yeah, the furniture was great. It was lovely to have a separate table and some sort of lounger chairs, although we weren't so keen on the blue plastic mesh floor.
Yeah, I think that's... I mean, if you go on some of the older ships like Crown and stuff like that, there's a lot of that sort of blue, sort of weird floor covering on the balconies. So thankfully, I think that particular design feature has been phased out, which is a good thing. It makes it look a little bit like one of those sort of public swimming baths, you know, the sort of thing you have to walk over to get to the pool.
Yeah, it does ruin the aesthetic of the balcony a bit, and it's not even very nice to walk on.
No, it's not, no. A quick mention about the curtains in the suite, which there are absolutely many of. At night, you can draw them across to form this lovely sort of cosy enclave and separate the bedroom from the living area. And you can also do that during the day as well. It looks like this.
Yeah. So although we didn't use it during the day, we did sometimes shut ourselves off in the evening, which was quite nice. And we did really love that there was doors out to the balcony from both the bedroom and the living area. Yeah, that was really nice.
Nice place to relax. That balcony was superb. Let's talk about the little suite goodies, the in-suite goodies now that you get. They'll set you up with a custom mini bar, including beers, miniature spirits and soft drinks and all that kind of thing. But unfortunately, they'll only set it up once for free. So you've got to be careful what you're going to pick first time. Although, like us, if you've got the drinks package, and we always tend to go for the drinks package on Princess, don't we? You don't get through a lot of booze in your room because, you know, you'll go outdoors and have a drink. But the soft drinks in the fridge are really, really handy.
Well, and the few times that we ordered drinks through our medallion, I mean, I always ordered a coffee through the medallion every morning, and it comes so quickly.
Yeah,
so,
it's fabulous.
But I suppose if you weren't on the drinks package, that would be a perk. There's also this lovely fruit bowl. Again, looks very pretty, but we find we don't tend to eat from it because we're outside eating all day.
If you're eating all day and you come back, you don't really want to eat anything. Speaking of eating, you can also order daily canapes. And this is how you do it. Okay, so as part of being a suite guest, we have a selection of canapes that you can have in the evenings. And you just make your selection on there, leave it on the door. Well, let's just see if it comes, shall we? What shall we have? Smoked salmon, I like the top one.
You want
Take
the
that.
top one, do you?
Yep.
I'll try that one tonight.
5:30 sounds
5:30.
5:30. Is that
There
it?
we are.
That'll do, won't
Yeah.
it? Okay, good. Now, our order came exactly as specified. And on some days when we didn't order, we got a few random ones turn up, which is quite nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One thing we must mention is the complimentary laundry service you get with Suite Class. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Absolute lifesaver when you're away for a long time, and lovely to be able to come home with a completely clean suitcase.
Yeah,
of
which
clothes.
we did.
Yeah.
It was fabulous, wasn't it? I think laundry services, if offered on board ships at the right price, they are an absolute must-have. As you can see here, the Princess laundry bag is absolutely huge. And we did put something in it virtually every day.
Yeah.
Not that we needed to put it in every day, but just sort of to test the system.
But often we'd get it back the same day.
We did.
Yeah.
We did, which was incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, to be honest. Amazing. So we really couldn't find fault with the laundry service. It's just really,
Yeah,
really
it's
good,
one of
isn't
those
it?
things we often wondered why people would use it when we first started cruising, but now we use it quite a lot.
It just
if
means
it's
you
offered,
can pack less. You can just bring less with you and just rotate your favourite things.
and if it's included in your fare, why not use it? It's great.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's go outside the suite now to the Elite Lounge.
Yeah, the Elite Lounge is one of those perks that you get as a Platinum or Elite level guest. So not regardless of whether you're in a suite or not, you get it based on the level of your loyalty.
Medallion or loyalty or whatever, the colour of your medallion. Yes, every day from late afternoon, the Elite Lounge, which actually on Coral is in the Explorers Lounge, but it could be somewhere else on the other ships. It hosts a sort of pre-dinner canapé fest, I was called. It's the canapés actually. Elite in name, elite in quality. Really, really good.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, they didn't lay this on every day.
No, and we never knew when it was on or when it wasn't on. There was no sort of way of knowing. It wasn't in any of the information sheets or anything, was it? So never knew whether it was going to be on or not. We'd often turn up thinking we'd have some canapes, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, no. Oh, and also, before I forget, the suite class has got a dedicated person on the guest services desk, because the guest services desk can become really, really busy. And so to have a sort of dedicated person, so it's almost a bit like queue jumping, unfortunately. I don't like queue jumping. It's just sort of not something I'm particularly comfortable with. But as a suite class guest, you've got somebody there dedicated to you, so it just means that you've got more time to spend on your balcony.
Yeah. And there's also priority booking for short excursions as well.
That's really handy. That's really handy too. Okay, let's talk about dining. Let's talk about suite class dining, shall we? Before we talk about the dining venues, there's an extended 24-hour room service menu, and it's an expanded menu over and above the normal room service menu, so you do get a little bit more. We didn't try this though because we prefer to go out, don't we?
Yeah, we don't tend to use room service very much anyway, so, and we didn't in the suite, did we either? So,
but you can order the Princess Ultimate balcony breakfast, which we've had on other ships before. And well, it would have been lovely on that.
On that balcony.
It would have been lovely on that balcony. We didn't think of it.
Well, because we always went to breakfast at Sabatini's. So as a suite guest, you get invited to Sabatini's for breakfast, and it's literally only for people who are in the suite classes. So it was always really quiet in there, hardly anybody in there. The staff got to know us, and they'd know exactly what we wanted for breakfast. Our breakfast would almost be waiting for us as we arrived each morning.
The staff were amazing, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing in there. They were so friendly and just such a laugh as well.
It was just a delightful way to start the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean the restaurant's so elegantly laid out. The food is elegantly laid out. It's just a cut above any other sort of breakfast venue or breakfast offerings on board.
And the menus,
we did try them all because we were on for a month. So
yeah. Menu's a little bit different, isn't it? So you get some slightly different things in there as well, which is really nice.
Yeah, really, really good. Also, with specialty restaurants, you do get priority booking, which always helps because sometimes specialty dining can get really booked up.
Yeah.
And it's nice to know that they can squeeze you in somewhere. Anyway, let's talk about club class dining, which is a feature for suite guests. It's a dedicated section in the main dining room with dedicated waiting staff. And the menu, although the menu is the same, you do get an additional daily chef's recommendation dish on the top of the normal menu as well. On Coral Princess, this was in Bordeaux dining room, and the area, as you can see here, is very well laid out with special little club class napkins, and actually we noticed there were nicer wine glasses as well.
Yeah.
They were much more elegant wine glasses.
Yeah. And the special menus would often be things like lobster or things that you wouldn't otherwise get on the menu. We went there for lunch a couple of times, and that was really nice. So very nice for lunch. We never went there for breakfast because obviously we were in Sabatini's.
That's right. But at dinner too, we found it to be a lovely experience, didn't we?
Yeah.
The menus are the same as the other main dinings, as we said before, but it was very well presented, and the staff, like Sabatini's at breakfast, were just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, again, the staff get to know you. There's no booking or reservations required either. You just turn
walk up and walk
whenever
in,
you want,
Yeah.
and there's always a table waiting for you.
Now let's talk about a few little negatives that we feel could be improved upon, certainly for the price. Well, you know the sanctuary, you have to pay for that, don't you? I think that the sanctuary should be at least included, at least for a day, for suite class guests, so that they get to enjoy the sanctuary as a bit of a perk. It's a premium area, and I think really it should at least be given to suite guests to try. And who knows, they might try it and go, right, we're going to book the whole week. Might get a bit more business that way.
Yeah, I think, like Rich says, the sanctuary isn't included, but the spa is included. So
For the whole voyage, yeah.
Yeah, for the whole voyage. So as a suite guest, you can use the spa facilities. As it was such a hot voyage for us, we didn't tend to use it. Obviously, if you were cruising Norway or something, you might do. But
yeah, because most of the facilities there are hot, aren't they?
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of the drinks included. I'd like to have seen the minibar filled up every day rather than just as a once-off. Or maybe offer suite guests a standard drinks package and a decent Wi-Fi package. I think those sort of things. I think as a minimum you should expect that if you're spending so much money on a suite.
Yeah. The specialty dining would be another one that would be a good thing to include. So at least one specialty dining included in your fare. I think
so.
Would be
I think that's on par with other cruise lines, to be honest. And lastly, just the two little things in the suite that I've said before: the comically tiny safe. On that huge shelf, and the 1960s Star Trek hairdryer. Well, it's actually a hair warmer, isn't it, really? It's sort of a hair caresser.
I think if I'd have stood on the balcony and let the wind blow dry my hair, it would have been more effective.
I know. As Spock would say, it's illogical, Captain.
Definitely.
Definitely illogical. Anyway, in summary, overall, we, despite these rather silly little quibbles, we absolutely loved our Coral Princess Suite Class experience, didn't we? We do feel, though, that it doesn't quite match the experience we had on Celebrity, for example, where we spent a week in one of their Sky Suites. But then the Celebrity Beyond was brand new, and the price reflects that, I think, because Celebrity are very expensive.
Yeah, I think what you're paying for mostly with the Suite Class experience on Coral Princess is that extra room, is the space that you get in the suite, which is beyond and above. It's just beautiful. So.
Yeah, there aren't that many. You're paying mostly for the beautiful room. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
But you're right. There are perks that they could add in that would enhance the Suite Class experience even more, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Be interesting to compare the Suite Class experience, say, on one of the newer...
On the Royal Class.
Yeah, Royal Class, the Discovery Princess or something like that, how that would compare to Celebrity, because obviously it's... there's less suites on the smaller ships.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with the new Sun Princess coming out as well, looking at the stuff we've seen so far, the Sphere Class will have that much more enhanced again. I think the Sphere Class will be more than a match for Celebrity's Edge Class. But, we're going to have to wait and see. We've got it booked. We've got Sun Princess booked next March. And hopefully they'll let us in to have a look around.
Yeah.
We'll report back anyway and just see what it is.
Yeah.
See whether it's as good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our little roundup of our exceptionally good experience in Suite Class on Coral Princess. Thank you to Ren, the hotel director, and his team for making us feel so at home. And we can't wait to sail with them again, because they were a great bunch, weren't they?
Yeah.
They really were. In the meantime, here's some of the other stuff you might like to watch in relation to this cruise.
Yes. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.